Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today where I'm going to be taking you through my infographic. Sit down and relax, because I'm about to take you on a journey to learn more about motherboards. Let me not waste time. Let's start with the first component, 1. CPU, Central Processing Unit. The CPU is the brain and master of the computer, responsible for processing data and executing instructions. It continuously crunching numbers, processing spreadsheets of data at lightning speed. But how do we troubleshoot a CPU? Well, if the CPU is overheating, ensure the heatsink and fan are clean and properly attached. Reseating the CPU might help if it's not functioning. 2. RAM, Random Access Memory. A RAM is the partner of the CPU. It provides temporary storage for data that the CPU is actively using, ensuring it never gets overwhelmed by clutter. Think of RAM like a team of diligent assistants, keeping the big boss on task. You get it. How do we troubleshoot it? If you encounter frequent system crashes, test the RAM modules individually for faulty ones and ensure they are properly seated. 3. Many usually don't. This one? The CMOS battery, a small battery that's always found on a motherboard. So the CMOS battery maintains BIOS settings and system time. And how to troubleshoot it? If you're experiencing date and time errors or BIOS settings aren't saving, consider replacing the CMOS battery. Next, motherboard chipset. The chipset manages data flow between the CPU, RAM, and other components. The chipset is a great manager. The motherboard chipset oversees data flow and keeps everything communicating smoothly. Do you need to transfer a file? The chipset ensures that the meeting happens at the right time, in the right place, without delays. And to troubleshoot it, check for overheating as it can affect performance. 5. Back panel I/O ports. The I/O ports are used for connecting external devices. To troubleshoot it, check for damaged ports and ensure drivers are installed for correct functionality. 6. Ethernet network components. The Ethernet ports and network chips for wired and wireless connectivity. To troubleshoot it, ensure drivers are up to date and test network cables if connectivity issues arise. Lastly, BIOS UEFI. The BIOS UEFI contains firmware for hardware initialization and system configuration. Updating the BIOS UEFI can improve compatibility. Be cautious. Of course, we have more components, but this will do. Thank you for joining me.